Yeah, it's Joel's birthday, so I wanted to make sure that he could eat his cake in peace and enjoy his birthday day. So, it was emotions for me honestly is just the challenge that's ahead for this squad and this team with Big Fella down. Um, how every night we have to bring in and we have to find a kind of just find our identity and who we are out there on the floor. And we've been doing it night in and night out so far. So, that type of emotion and just stepping up and making big plays. Obviously, the crowd gives me even more energy out there to make those type of plays and get hype after. So that's always a good feeling too.
Over to Keith Pompey. Go ahead, Keith.
So Tobias,
So,
but the TV said, well, reading your words on TV, it looked like you said I'm an all-star. So is this part of the bounty tour? I mean, was it part of it? And did you say I'm an all-star?
yeah, that's for sure what I said. And for me, that's just reaffirming that to myself. I mean, I know the fans know that, but reaffirming that to them and to myself, especially making those big plays. It's like one of those. I try to just find motivation in different areas. And that's one of them. And then on top of that, I think just the challenge of uh, having Joel out. It's a new challenge that's presented for us as a team, and I want to embrace that challenge because I know how good of a team we are with him. I know how good of a team we are um, even without having him. So, obviously we need him, but at the same time, I embrace all those challenges. What anybody has to say, it doesn't really affect myself because I know when I look everyone in that locker room in the eye before the game, we're ready to go out there and win. So, yeah, that's where that emotion and that is what I say. Yep.
Okay. And talk about, you said you embrace the challenge. You guys have another challenge coming tomorrow night with Milwaukee coming to town.
Yep.
So what really stands out to you? I mean, we all know about Giannis, but
Yeah.
outside of Giannis, what stands out to you about the Bucks?
Just the guys on their team, the way that they play. Team that's kind of been together for some time now. Obviously, we know their size and athletic ability, so it's going to be another challenge for us. But night after night in this stretch of games, we just have to be a really good team at figuring it out. I thought tonight, we didn't really have it going for a large part of the game. I thought our bench picked us up for fourth quarter. Um, Ferg played a great game of getting us going. Dwight gave us a great effort out there too, and we were able to cut the lead down, and get stops and close the game out. But every night's going to present a new challenge, and we have to be ready to accept that and get it. And I definitely felt our crowd tonight uplifted us in that stretch. So playing without fans has been rough for us, and to get our fans back, it's a real good feeling.
All right. Well, thanks, man. Good game.
Thank you.
We'll go to Kai Carlin next.
Hey, what's going on, Tobias? Defensively, you were just really terrific against Julius Randle down the stretch. I know you worked so hard on your defense, but how did it feel for you to just kind of see all of it kind of come to fruition tonight against a guy like Randle?
Yeah, he's a tough cover. Just the way that he's been playing this year. Being able to shoot the three ball, and he's a strong player going downhill. So, uh, I really just try to be extra physical with him on the floor. Use my hands to get some strips out there on the basketball with some of his turnaround jumpers. But for me, it was embracing the challenge of getting stops late in the game. That was the biggest thing that I knew that our team needed. They were forced to try to get a bucket once we cut it to like four. So, that's what's expected of myself, and that's what my teammates expect of me. And I just try to embrace that.
Thanks, Steve.
Yep.
Next question from Cassidy Hubbard. Go ahead, Cassidy.
Hey Tobias, great game. I just want to talk a little bit more about how you're saying that the team has to find their identity with Joel out, especially heading into tomorrow night's game against the Bucks. What do you think that identity needs to be with him out and the top of the East really tight?
Yeah, the identity is the same, but we just have to find our flow. And, I think we've put enough work and have enough equity to really have that type of winning culture and that type of winning basketball that we have been playing. So for us, we know that each and every one of us needs the next guy out there to make plays for one another. And we don't have our MVP that we can throw the ball into the post. And Joel just does so much things for us offensively and defensively. So it's kind of how can we really push ourselves out there on the floor to be better, and how can we play faster? We just got to find different areas. And I think what you're seeing in these games is, our ball movement, 3-point shooting. We're getting some better looks, and we're trying to run it and be fast. And defensively, we're trying to really lock in without him there. So. I would say that's kind of our identity right now of where we're having success at.
Let's go to Kevin Kincaid next. Go ahead, Kevin.
Hey, Tobias, he had some ISO possessions there at the end against Reggie Bullock when he had 5 fouls. And Doc said that he honestly didn't even really care about the fouls, but that he liked those actions and he was going to put you in them anyway. So I'm just kind of curious as to how you saw that play out down the stretch.
Yeah, they kept switching, and for me it was just go make the right play. And a couple times I got in the lane and felt I had a good look and a wide open look and just raised up and got it. But in that moment I was kind of waiting to see if the double team was coming, because I knew I had Seth out there, and he hit a big shot before. I think it was with 4 minutes out there. He had a big 3. So that's really what I was looking for too. And once I, saw my space and saw how much time I had, I was able to get to my spot and raise up and shoot it.
Last question for Tobias will be Paul Hudrick. Go ahead, Paul.
Hey, Tobias, you're obviously a very thoughtful person. You're introspective, but how do you kind of compartmentalize, using that as motivation, the AllStar snub, but then also kind of not letting that consume you? How do you kind of balance that?
Just one focus is to win. That's it. That happened, and it's past and it's gone, and it is what it is. And then you just move on to the next goal, and really the same goal, and that's to win and help this team in the best way that I can to be who I am each and every day, and to lead us out there on the floor. And so for me, that's just my focus is like tunnel vision of, all right, what can we do to win? Because the way I look at it is, we're number 1 in the East right now. If Brooklyn could ever lose a game, it would be good to give us a little cushion. But they've been winning, and we want to stay number 1. We understand how important home court advantage is. And, there's other things that want to keep us number 1. I want to be number 1. So, Joel can hopefully be MVP. I think that helps his case too. So, those are like little things, but the biggest thing is staying number 1 and riding this wave all the way out till we get to the postseason.
Thanks, Tobias.
All set. Thank you, Tobias.
All right. Thank you.